This is a bit of a hot seat, isn't it?
Depends on how hot you are when you sit down. Everything's relative, isn't it?
Yes. I guess I have always prided myself on being on my best journey. And before having the experience of Abraham in my life, I thought I really had a handle on things. And I guess for the journey that I'm on right now, I feel like I'm a physician and I have helped many people, and I've been so grateful for the privilege of helping others. And I have this knowledge that seems to swim around me, and I feel like there's two parts of me. There's this intellectual part, this academical part, and that's who I want to become more of.
Yeah.
But then I have this little 3-year-old inside of me that wants a cookie, and that 3-year-old sometimes takes over my ship, and it's very frustrating for me.
Well, we would have given a little different definition of you because, and while we are not saying that that's not accurate from time to time, this is what we see. So you have this academic part of you who has been studying and experiencing and coming to know, and has been the basis of you being who you mean to be, really strongly established. And then you have this newfound part of you that says, I want to be all of that from this vibrational frequency. I want to know what I know from this vibration, not from this vibration. Because in this body of knowledge that you hold, medicine is really an interesting thing, isn't it? The physical, there are so many things that you know so scantily. And when you begin superimposing or intertwining the subject of vibration and source and alignment with all of this methodology that you've picked up along your physical trail, it sheds new light on everything that you ever thought that you knew. So that it doesn't contradict what you know. We promise you it won't. It will not contradict the large body of knowledge that you've accumulated, but it will enhance it, and it will give you the inspiration. It's a little bit, and this analogy is going to seem way off, but it's right on. It's a little bit like the basketball player, big in Esther's mind right now because she's hot on the trail of the Spurs, who has stood on the basketball court and has practiced shooting into the basket until his hand-eye coordination is pretty much perfected. He's really got the sense of inertia. He can really feel the power of his muscles. He's got it figured out exactly what to do. His body has the ability to cooperate with him. And much of the time, in fact, most of the time, he can do exactly what he means to do. But he can be on the court not in alignment with who he is or in alignment with who he is. And all of that practice and all of that knowing and all of that he's come to is an entirely different experience. So you always have this merging of you and you. As you have picked up this knowledge along the physical trail, and then you are focusing what you've come to know through the lens of that broader perspective, that's when the experience for you is so satisfying. It's like constantly eating the cookie. It's just all good. It's just good and then more good and good and then more good. Different degrees of momentum maybe, but all feeling really good. You're following a bit?
I think so, yes.
It's like Esther, when she first began visiting with us, we weren't speaking. She wasn't able to allow that. Her pipes were clogged. It was too freaky of an experience. She wasn't ready for it. But she'd been typing, and she'd been typing at high rates of speed, at around 100, 120 words a minute. She'd been tested, and she was really good with her IBM Selectric typewriter. She was really, 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 really good at it. And through all of the years that she'd been working on it, she was really, 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 really good at it. And she could just find herself just flowing with it. It was just amazing. Anyone that heard it wondered why the thing didn't set itself on fire, because it was really, 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 really good. When she began receiving us, we encouraged her, even though new contraptions were now available and the word processors were now coming and the beginning of computers for personal computers were beginning to come, we encouraged Esther for a while to stay with the mechanism that she understood. Because we knew that if she stayed with what she understood, that when the energy started flowing through her, then something really amazing would be happening. You see what we're getting at? So there's this physical function of something that you've learned in conjunction with that broader energy that's flowing. And the combination of the two is just really a wonderful thing.